You know, it used to be that the old expression was you get what you pay for. And what that meant was the cheaper something was, usually the worse the product was and the less satisfaction you were going to get out of it. That was common. When I grew up, there was two kinds of things. There was good stuff and there was junk. The gun market has changed that. I did a video quite some time back on the High Point. Very controversial video, controversial gun, but I maintain it was a lot of gun for the money. I've got a gun today that I think is another one that kind of proves that you can get a pretty good amount of gun for not a lot of money. This is an Arms Corps gun. It's Rock Island. Rock Island has come on as a really, really good manufacturer of a basic, not overly beautiful, very functional, durable gun that gives great performance at low amounts. Now, I've got these stocked in my store, and I'm actually going to take one for my own, just because I believe it's a good, solid gun. I own a lot of J-frame Smith & Wessons, some Taurus M85s, a Colt Detective. I own a lot of small 38s. I don't need one, but most of those guns are getting old enough and valuable enough now that I don't like to really just haul them around. If I'm going to go somewhere where I think it might get dropped, banged around, just generally out shooting for fun, I'm always looking for something a little less expensive, a little less sentimental to me, and I think this is going to be a good fit for me. So I'm going to take it out and find out, because I don't like to sell anything if I don't believe in it. This gun, you can buy this gun two ways. Parkerized or nickel. There may be more options. That's the only two I ordered. I'm going to take one of the nickel ones for myself. It even comes with a second optional rubber grip in the bag, or in the box. I mean, the wood grip actually is surprisingly comfortable. The shape of the gun makes it look like it might be uncomfortable, but in holding it and shooting it, I've been real pleased with it. Also, it is a spurless hammer, double action only, but it's got an amazingly smooth and soft trigger on it. I'm quite excited, and really for an economical gun, it actually has really good fit and finish. So I'm going to take that to the range today and see what it'll do, and then I'll be back with some final thoughts on it. But I think this is a winner. This gun is Parkerized at under $250, nickel at well under $300. I think around $280 is what these are going to retail for. And I mean, I just don't see how you can beat that. You figure you're getting an extra grip with it that's another 20 bucks if you had to buy it. That makes that gun quite a bargain. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to see what kind of groups I can get out of it, and then I'll be back on with some final thoughts and a little more in-depth opinion about what you're getting for the money. But like I say, I think if you're looking for a functional gun at a reasonable price, you really ought to take a look at the Arms Corps products. I think they're a tremendous, tremendous gun for not a lot of money. This is the Rock Island 38 Special, the M206. I'll be shooting it at 5 yards, MagTech, 158 grain ammo, round nose, cheapest ammo I can find at Walmart, but I'm not looking for, you know, match grade stuff. I just want to make sure it all functions well and is good and combat accurate. This will be 5 yards. I'm going to switch the grip and see how it feels with the what I found out is a hard plastic grip. I thought it was a rubber grip till I got it out of the package, but I'm going to see how it shoots with that. Okay, I put the big grips on it changed the look quite a bit, oiled it up a little. I'm going to see if it'll shoot just a little better with a little oil and if I've got a little better grip on it. These are hard plastic. They're not going to be soft. They're not going to be recoil absorbing. They're going to hurt your concealability just a little bit because the grips are quite a bit larger. But I do think for around the house or in the car, somewhere where you don't need the concealability, these do give you a considerably better grip on the gun. And I think they'll be a little more controllable. Plus, no doubt about it, the bigger grips tightened the group up. Probably the oil on the trigger helped a little. We'll just go down here and take a look. Okay, and I'll show you what we got. I mean, obviously, the first batch over here, it started tightening up. The more I shot it, the more it started tightening up. When I first started, I was spraying them quite a bit. Small grips, like I say, wood. No lubrication on the trigger, I think, hurt a little bit too. Plus, obviously, just getting used to the gun. I mean, I never shot it before. So anyway, then as you can see, my second group over here tightened up noticeably with the bigger grips. I mean, you know, still certainly not match shooting, but I mean, that's pretty good. And like I say, that's a little over 5 yards. I was about a foot behind the line, maybe 2 feet. And, you know, that's a 38 special snub nose. I got one that I kind of pulled. That was right at the end when I realized I was shooting a good group. And of course I choked. But anyway, that's way more than combat accurate. This is a lot of gun for not a lot of money. I'm quite impressed. And those bigger grips are definitely a lot more comfortable, even though they're not particularly soft. They're much more manageable, and you know, I mean, they're just a better grip, other than that you give up a lot of concealability. Anyway, I'll see you back at the shop with some final thoughts on this gun. Okay, well, there's a little proof the old saying, you get what you pay for, doesn't always come true in the gun world. This gun's dirt cheap, but yet, as you can see, it functions great. I mean, it does everything the expensive guns do, except maybe not look quite as nice and maybe not quite be as light. Trigger's great, good shooter, reliable. I was impressed. In my opinion, this gun is a bargain. You're talking under $300 for a nickel gun, and you're talking under $250 for the Parkerized one. So, you know, I was a little disappointed in the black grip when I found out it was kind of a hard plastic instead of a soft rubber like the Taurus. Wasn't super comfortable. It was a little better fit on your hand with the finger grooves. I guess they'd say it's a little more ergonomic, but really it wasn't soft, didn't dampen a lot of the recoil, although recoil in a 38 is not too bad unless you're using the really hot ammo with the heavier bullets. But I was impressed. I'm actually going to just buy this gun out of the inventory rather than sell it as a demo and just keep it. There's a lot of times when a guy would like to have a gun that he can haul around that's a good, reliable gun, but still not have a ton of money in it, or something that's old and sentimental. You know, I'm not saying this is a beat-up gun that I'd want to throw in the bottom of a boat, but at the same time, it's a great gun to haul around and not be super worried about scratching it or damaging it. Let me know if there's any guns you have any questions about. One of the hardest things in this business is to know what people are interested in and try to guess what they want for a YouTube review. So like I say, shoot me a note. In the meantime, if you're looking for a cheap 38, I think this Arms Core is just kind of a must-have. Steel, comes with a nice little plastic case, you know, instead of a paper box, and it's the model M206, and like I say, I think it's a heck of a deal. Thanks a lot.